I've been reading a lot about face negotiation theory. Let me tell you a little bit about it. Face negotiation theory is all about the face. No, not this face. I'm talking about self-image. Face is a metaphor for self-image and self-identity, which are the characteristics that we use to describe ourselves to others. Now, this whole theory is based heavily on the research of Ting Toomey. There are many different kinds of behaviors that we use to maintain our face to other people. My friend Mia over here is going to tell you a little bit more about this face work. Isn't that right, Mia?
Sure. There are 3 different kinds of face work. The first one, tact face work. See how she didn't say anything? That was her respecting my autonomy. The second type of face work is solidarity, or group acceptance. For example, wanting to fit in. Face is just a balance between face needs and face concerns. And I can't think of a better person to tell you all about that than my good friend Mary.
Da, 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 da.
So face concern, it's when you're looking out for your own self-image, but also looking out for other people's self-image. Now face need, that's when you decide whether or not you want to be associated with a group or disassociated with that group. So let's be real, we all need a little alone time sometimes.
Da, 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 da.
Assumption 1!
Self-identity is important in interpersonal interactions with individuals negotiating identities across cultures and relationships. This is basically saying and talking about how we present ourselves to other people and how that varies depending on the culture that we were raised in and the relationships that we surround ourselves with.
Assumption 2!
Assumption 2 is certain acts that threaten our projected image. This means when something happens to negatively affect how other people see us.
Assumption 3!
Conflict management is mediated by face and concern. How we deal with issues depends on our self-identity and the culture that we live in.
There are a couple different ways that we can deal with threats to the face. For example, face restoration, which is a strategy that we use to preserve autonomy and avoid loss of face. For example, giving an excuse to kind of prove why there was an embarrassing moment.
Hey, sorry I was late. A rabid wiener dog was chasing me down the street and, time got away from me. My alarm actually just didn't.
The next thing you can do is called face saving, which is when you prevent or stop an embarrassing situation from happening before it happens. Hey, are you ready for your audition?
You know what? I was sick last week, so my throat's still kind of scratchy. I don't know how it's going to go.
There's a couple different ways you can deal with conflict, according to Thomas Kilmann. The first one is obliging, which is just giving in to the other person.
The second one being avoiding, just staying away from the conflict altogether.
Dominating, which is when there's influence and authority. So there's always going to be a winner and there's always going to be a loser.
Compromising, which is give and take. Equally happy and unhappy.
And lastly, integrating, which is a collaboration for a new solution, so everybody ends up happy.
Meta thoughts! Welcome to Meta Thoughts with Mary. This theory is positivist because it uses predictive language that when our face is threatened, we're always going to try and restore it and get our self-identity back.